Welcome to a out of the box unboxing. Today we're looking at the new Marvel United X-Men. This is the core box set. It's just come back, just arrived from my Kickstarter. I missed the first Marvel United Kickstarter and picked up the original core box in retail. Really liked it. So when this X-Men one came through, that was really a no-brainer to go for that one. So this one is a game for 1 to 5 players. It's collaborative, cooperative. It's you against the enemy, and it's age 14 and above. So let's have a look and see what we get in the core box. So this is a standalone game. You do not need the first Marvel United, which was very much centered around the Avengers. And of course there was a lot of expansions across the Spider-Verse and other areas, and there's a whole lot of expansions for this one as well, but they won't be coming until later next year. So what do we have? We've got a pad, rulebook. The rulebook, I imagine, will be fairly similar to the other one. Component list. We basically lay the game out in locations. Characters move around locations, having to save people and defeat minions, and then when you've done enough of that, you can attack the main villain. The villain then has a turn and does dastardly things to the characters, potentially changing the environment. I don't know how different this is going to be from the original, but hopefully it's got a nice X-Men flavor to it. So standard rules, again nicely laid out, pretty graphics, and a nice summary on the end. We've got a set of tokens. Again, I went for this. I've got standard tokens. These are nice cardboard tokens, fit for purpose. That's fine. Oh, there's some different ones there. Target, looks like presidential. Again, second set of tokens. Always have a good insert. Keeps things nice and tidy. So, Juggernaut is one of the villains. Again, nice little plastic figures. That's Sabretooth. Yeah, they're hollow. I mean, they're light figures, so they're good. Sabretooth, not Sabretooth, Wolverine. Storm. And good level of detail in the miniatures. Not sure they're quite as sharp as the other one, but I'm going to be painting these. That's fun. Cyclops and Professor Xavier. Jean Grey and the Beast. And something new for this set is purple villains, purple characters which can be villains or heroes, depending on how you want to play them. So you've got Magneto and Mystique, who throughout their comic careers have fluctuated between being villainous and heroic. So you've got your characters, then we've got our locations. So Muir Island, Research Center, Genosha, home of the mutants, X-Jet, Asteroid M for Magneto, Weapon X facility for building Wolverine, Sentinel Space Station, Hangar Bay, and Xavier Institute for higher learning. During the game, you have a template for your villain, which you set out on the table, your villain dashboard with your unlockable villain acts, or the civilians that you rescue. Oh, this one doesn't. Oh, yeah, there you go. Civilians on this side, minions on the other side, and you lay them out as necessary. So that goes at the core of the game, and then each villain has a customized dashboard that sits on the top that then determines what they do when they trigger. Okay, so you've got Magneto, Sabretooth, Juggernaut, and Mystique, and the setup instructions on the back. Again, this is basically a X-Men flavored version of the Marvel United. But then that's exactly what we wanted. Cards. Let's have a look. Let's see what we've got on our cards. Standard, yeah, Magic the Gathering size cards as ever. Yep, and if we put them in the sleeve, throw them in the box, there is plenty of room. So for those of you who like sleeving your cards, there is truckloads of room for pretty much any sleeves. And those aren't particularly thin sleeves, so that's a relief. So I'll be sleeving those up. So when you get your character cards, they have the abilities that you're going to play on each turn. And you play, I can't remember how many cards you have in your hand, but you draw a card each turn. So for each character you get a unique set of cards, and then you lay those out as you play the game. And again, okay, so we've got X-Men. So Cyclops gets an Optic Blast. Funnily enough, he can attack both adjacent locations for an extra fight. So this will be X-Men characters, and I imagine that, oh, there's the hero cards for Magneto, because he's purple, you can play him as a hero. Same with Mystique, Professor X. And I think I can easily say that this will be mix and match with all the other Marvel United. So if you decide you want to have Captain America, Black Widow, Wolverine, and Cyclops, that will be very doable. So that's the hero cards, and the villain cards gonna be pretty much the same. Every round you draw a villain card, which then determines what the particular character's doing, and then there's threat cards that then pop up and do bad things. That looks like the Magneto ones are Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, because we've got Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Mastermind, Blob. No Toad. I think Toad comes in one of the stretch goals, which is coming. And so again, we have one of those for each of the villains. They have their own unique set of cards, so there's a lot of replayability as you mix and match between the different characters. Superhero and supervillain, that's something new. I haven't seen that before. Okay, so that's maybe a different mechanism that they've added to the X-Men. Challenge cards, and then our standard defeat thugs, rescue civilians, and clear threats. So you have to defeat usually 2 out of 3 before you can start attacking the villain. So it gives it a kind of timeliness to it. No huge surprises, but very much looking forward to this. Bit of X-Men action. Insert's really nice. Plenty of space for sleeved cards and tokens, which is appreciated. And this one, getting it back in the box, should be a lot easier. Oh, then we have a token if we need one. Kind of a cube, character cube. I think in the Avengers one, it was one of the Tesseract. Oops, the lid on the top. Keep it nice and safe and secure, and that is Marvel United X-Men. I will be doing a playthrough fairly soon, so stay tuned, subscribe and like.